Let's get started. We run the program. As an example, we're going to verify the Java program of Dining Philosopher. Here popped up the jpf shell window, and here shows the Dining Philosopher application property file. We are going to verify this program by clicking on the verify button here. jpf is running and is generating an error trace. Our jpf-visual analyzes the error trace and it adds an error trace panel to the jpf shell. It shows the trace in the mid panel in the tabular view so that it clearly shows that which thread is active at which time. For example, here the first 10 transitions are executed by the main thread. And by default, for each transition range, we only show the first and the last line of code. It's the summary view. And if we want to see all the lines of code, we can simply do it by clicking on the plus sign on the top left corner. And then we can scroll down to see all the code. And we can also go back by clicking on the minus sign on the top left corner. Let's take a look at the left panel, which is the navigation panel. It controls the main panel in the middle, and it can highlight information in the main panel. There are two buttons on the top. If we click expand all, it means that for each transition range, we just expand the cell so that we can see all the lines of code for each transition range. And if we click the collapse all, it just brings us back to the default summary view. There are a number of checkboxes under the buttons. These are just the default features that we can highlight in the main panel. There are wait, notify, thread start and join, and the lock and unlock certain fields. For the Dining Philosopher example, the lines of code that are related to the thread start appear in the summary of the 0 to 9 transition range, and they are getting highlighted in green. And the synchronized methods related to the forks are highlighted in pink. We can also undo the highlighting. We just uncheck the box. There's also the option to customize the features that we would like to highlight in the main panel. We can highlight a certain field or a certain method of our choice. Let's try the field. Then an Explorer window which shows that all the fields that could be highlighted pops up. Say that if we want to highlight all the lines of code that are related to the left fork, we click left. Then in the main panel, all the lines of code that are related to the left fork appear, and all of them are highlighted in blue. Now let's focus on the panel on the right. The default view is the outline of the main panel. Let's see what features it has. The blue rectangle box shows the exact position of our view in the main panel. We can also drag this blue rectangle so that the main panel scrolls accordingly. And we can also zoom in or zoom out a certain part in the main panel by resizing this blue rectangle box. Other than the outline of the main panel, we also have the thread state view. We can go back to the outline by clicking on the outline button. And here is our thread state view in a tabular layout. All these little colored bars indicate a thread state change. And a green bar means either a new thread is started or a lock is released. A bar in amber indicates that the state changes to lock. And there are also red bars that are not shown in this example, which means that the thread state changes to wait. We can also click on the transition range, and this will bring the same transition range in the main panel to our view.